One thing that I would like to tell students who are maybe especially afraid of going to a really big university, if they came from a small high school or another small college like I did, is to really not be afraid of that, especially in our department, because even though San Jose State is a state school and it's a really big school, the people here, the people who want to succeed will do really well. You will have professors who, if you approach them, will help you.
I think what happens is that when you choose a degree in either linguistics or TESOL, you already are motivated somehow to do something that's not the usual stuff. For those who do choose linguistics, it's something really special.
I really wanted to focus on linguistics itself. And being here in San Jose State, it allowed me to be more in depth and actually have that I am a linguistics major without being something that I really wasn't interested in. It will open up opportunities that you never thought would be there.
Studying linguistics in the Bay Area is wonderful because we have access to Stanford and Berkeley and UC Santa Cruz, and there's so much activity going on.
And there's so many large companies that you have the opportunity to work for and grow in around here. So there's really just potential for anything in this area.
There are a lot of jobs here. You could always find something to do. And not to mention, tons of food.
We have courses in phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, historical linguistics in the core. That gives our students a very good foundation in analyzing language from multiple perspectives. For students who would like to teach English as a second language, we have courses in English grammar, in second language acquisition, in sociolinguistics, in psycholinguistics, computational linguistics courses. 3 of them: corpus linguistics, introduction to speech technology, and natural language processing.
So I don't know if you know something medicine called Novocaine. We take it, used to take it back home for malaria, and everyone knows about it. So it referred to kind of like when you taste the Novocaine in your mouth, which is that thing back home there. So the word "to" means strong. It's like hard. It doesn't say specifically say taste, but it's like hard when you put in the mouth. If you put it here, it's hard to taste it.
And it's like, wow, because I spoke to this person, because I got involved, I got to travel to Japan and taught for a year. I got to learn more about semantics and how to teach that, how to understand vocabulary, and this is so much more.
And we also have a kind of a tutoring program where students will be able to get some kind of help. I do understand that linguistics is a kind of an abstract subject, and realizing that, we do recruit some senior students who are really good in linguistics, in giving a kind of an explanation from the student's point of view, because sometimes the instructors might take many things for granted while teaching, whereas a student tutoring another student, the student knows what the other student really needs like that.
In proximity to some of the best linguistics programs in the world, and we have certainly sent some of our grad students to some of the best PhD programs in the world, so our preparation for potentially an academic career is very fine.
TESOL has a pretty big focus in the structure of language, but it also goes into teaching, of course, so the pedagogy of language acquisition, and then also a huge focus on cultural aspects of language, much more so than the linguistics programs.
So I really like how this school has a stable foundation at the undergraduate level, so you can learn linguistics and understand what's going on, and you can take those skills into any other master's degree that you feel suited for.
The course plan makes me want to study here, and I think the course design, curriculum design fits me.
Let's see, well, we're doing syntax right now, so I'm very excited. We're drawing trees. And I really liked phonetics because I always wanted to know all the different IPA symbols. I always wanted to know, like, what are the sound, well, the building blocks in terms of sound of language. And it was really fascinating to learn about, well, sounds that I haven't been able to make yet, like ejectus, and just know what's out there.
We kind of have the iconic sun through the palm trees going on, which is awesome. I live half an hour away from the beach, and I grew up in the mountains. I love the mountains, but living this close to the beach is amazing.
In the Bay Area, I can drive an hour and I have a beach. I can drive 1 hour and I can have mountains. I can drive an hour and have a nice lake with nice forests of deciduous and coniferous variety.
But also, equally importantly, is our proximity to Silicon Valley. And an increasing number of our students are getting work, very lucrative work, in Silicon Valley and building fantastic careers for themselves in the process.
Students who choose to go into the computational linguistics are absorbed very well, I should say, in the Silicon Valley. There is a recent upsurge of demand for computational linguists. If such students combine their linguistic analytical skills also with some programming skills, they find that they have a very good resume for what Silicon Valley is looking for.
I would encourage students to really make use of the faculty, and that means like go and visit them during their office hours, talk to them, don't be afraid to make an appointment and ask questions about, you know, your future career and things like that, because this is an opportunity that you won't have later on, you know.
They're really supportive, and especially for a non-native speaker like me, I think they give me a lot of confidence. The first thing that they told me is like, you don't have to worry at all. There are a lot of students from different countries, different cultures, so there's not going to be any kind of discrimination or anything here. You can just feel home and all that. So, yeah.
Because the department is so small, it feels very intimate. You get to know your professors very well. You have a lot of chances to really get involved, both in your studies, but also in fun activities. And the LDSA is an example of that. It's our student association.
They're awesome. They're very friendly. They take you in, part of a gang now. Basically, you're LLD.
We just had a fabulous food drive with our student organization, where we collected a big barrel full of food for a local harvest food bank.
There's opportunities for projects. We're doing a symposium this week. We have gatherings. We're very close and tight-knit, and it's a gorgeous area, and it's just a fun place to be.
All interested students, come attend San Jose State University. We are one of the best universities in linguistics and TESOL development, and we look forward to seeing you.